happy to be here. Love being with my Rebrandus family. Thank y'all. Yeah, come by. Come go to the nostalgic times, as most people like to say, the good times. You know,
good old days.
To share this show
good
tonight,
old
y'all.
days.
Don't forget to share the show, and also Helen, don't forget to tell them where they can reach it.
You can also listen to my podcast, Honestly Helen, on most streaming platforms. Season 7 just wrapped up. Season 8 will be back in a few months, but please go catch up. A lot of good stuff. Rebrandus is on there. Thank you. Apple, Pandora, Google, all them things. Thanks.
Right on. Last but not least, the person who came in last, and he is the least. What's up, Ace? How you doing?
Man, something like, see, it's nostalgia. See, this is the original version of Crabs in the Barrel. I'll take y'all with me. That's fine. No, you know what? I'm taking the bruises and all the pains of a two-time loose.
That's good.
That's really good.
That was good.
That was really good.
That was good.
Let's go to the comments. My number one, Deborah's in tonight. Deborah Goodson. She says, hello, Rebrandus. What's up? Reese up. She said, the Goodsons are here.
Hello.
All right. Hey, Help, I got to send you that t-shirt. I don't have your information. I get it from Adrian. How's that? We'll send you the t-shirt. All right,
I just got the information laying around?
I'm sure you can.
Yes, actually.
If you got friends like that who need enemies, K-Hemp. All right. He's a brother-in-law at that. All right, y'all. Tonight we're talking nostalgia. We're going to try to remember some of the things back in the day. In case you don't know, that song in the background playing, it's called Back in the Day for those people under the age of maybe 40. Helen. Tonight we got a game. It's a cool game. Ace, Yashika, I don't have a name to the game, but what I am going to say is y'all tell me if you think Helen knows the answer when we get to that game. All right. So some of the questions are actually a little bit newer. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna talk about nostalgia tonight. So again, all those who are watching, be sure to share the show. Let's talk about it tonight. All right. So there's some phrases that you couldn't say back in the day, and we're not gonna go back and do what Kevin did to us a couple months ago, using the F word and. But as a kid, Helen, do you realize that there were some words that we could not say in our household? This is very nostalgia to your parents. Like you could probably say it around your friends, but there's some things that you just could not say whenever you were a kid. So, Yashika, I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell us what you couldn't say when you were a kid, and now you're a parent. Maybe your kids can't say today.
One thing that I was going to say one, but I'll leave that to somebody else because when we talked about it, other people had that same one. So I'm going to go to this one. Deborah K wouldn't allow us to say funky or dog. Or dog. So what I used to say is I used to call my sibling a funky dog.
Ooh,
and I knew I would get in trouble for it. But we couldn't we couldn't call each other a dog or funky. So I would put the things together and call them funky dogs. Deborah, you remember that?
Go down. You know what? You got to go down.
Who's gonna check me today, Deborah? Who's gonna check me today?
Oh, Deborah, she's spicy.
He said, Deborah says, hey, by the way. What's up, Isaiah Grant? How you doing? He said,
Corey, girl, where you been?
Guess who's back? Corey. What's up, Corey?
My homegirl here.
You couldn't use.
I'm a Texas.
What just happened?
I'm giving the Texas shout out to my Texas folks. You know what? I couldn't say MF, and my auntie made it seem so cool. It just flew off my lips when I was young, but I got a couple of beatings for that. But my house, couldn't say lying. Now I know that's probably a general one there, but you couldn't say lying in my house. You have to say something else.
Still came to mind.
Yeah, in my time, I don't even know why. I just be like, hey, no, hey.
All right. K-Hemp says we couldn't say the word lie, just like Ace. We had to say telling stories. Last night we were talking about this, and we said, what did you say in place of you lying? And I think all four of us was unanimous with you had to say telling a story, right?
Mm-hmm. You always knew you was at a proper person's house. They'd be like, he's fibbing.
Mine was fibbing.
That's right. You did say that.
You said fibbing.
Exactly.
You talked about me right before I said something, didn't I?
Right,
my kids don't know telling stories. They say fibby. Dang, Ace.
That's all right.
Yeah. So lie was not a bad word in my house. It was a bad word in my cousin's house. But my mom did not allow us to say I can't. We were, if we said I
Wow.
can't, it was instantly fix your mouth. You can't what? So we could say we didn't want to, we didn't like it, but we could never say I can't because that implied that you didn't have the ability to do something, and you always got the ability.
Yeah, that's
I
my
like
wife's
that.
rule. Yeah, that's my wife's rule. With my kids.
And Anthony, I think Isaiah was saying his word was yeah, like he couldn't say yeah.
Oh, he couldn't
In
say
his
yeah.
mouth.
Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am, or
Mhm.
whatever.
What is a bad one too? You get called
Yes.
and
What?
say, Anthony, what? Excuse me?
You just,
Uh-huh.
hey, if you said that, my daddy called you and you said what? You just signed a contract for that whooping that you've been looking for. You ain't even no apology
Right.
for it.
Well, I'm similar. I think we talked about this last night. The word you can't say or phrase in my house is I don't know. I get on my daughter. I get on everybody who live under this roof that you can't say I don't know. And I would, because I don't know just ends it. You know, and don't get me wrong, if I say something like some random question that you clearly don't know the answer to, I don't know, I'm fine with that. But for the most part, I need some elaboration. I need some thinking or whatever. It's mostly for the kids though. But I hate I don't know.
Can't
Anyway.
commit no crimes with Goodson. The police get him. He ain't gonna. Well, I ain't gonna tell you I don't know now.
Here's some other words I couldn't do. I couldn't say the word fool in my house. I couldn't say got dang or got dang it, which is close enough to cursing. And I couldn't curse, of course. I couldn't say any curse word whatsoever. Those were always off limits in my house. And I don't know, things are different today. I think that sometimes us as parents have a little bit more leeway. The funny part about it is, I could talk to my parents today and I could say lying and I could say some of the words that I probably couldn't say back then, but I still don't cuss and I still don't come close to cussing, like God dang it and all those words. Although I just did that. I don't,
twice.
You know what's funny? You grow up with these rules, and you realize they setting standards and foundations for you. And what's funny is my oldest uncle is 96. That's my daddy's brother. My father's 84. And sometimes everybody be sitting around and you'll ask some, or they'll be joking, and they'll say, "Boy, I can't say that." They still respect their parents. Now their parents died in the early 80s. They say, "Hey, boy, my granddaddy John Henry, that boy John Henry slapped taste out my man. Ain't no way I'm say that now." And I'd be like, "Wow, this dude is 84 years old, but he still respect that structure that they said."
Well, you know what? That's a good point. Is there something that you had to say growing up? Like we couldn't say certain things, but there's certain things that you had to say. Like Isaiah said, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, perhaps. Yeah. For me, it was Mr. and Mrs. I couldn't call an adult by their first name. It had to be Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah, that's
even
my dad.
Today, yeah.
To this day, I still do.
I get corrected a lot. I try to because I work in the senior community, so it's a given. That's the last name, everybody. But even some of the people that I hire that's older than me, that they get it too. And I know you don't have to call me that, but I do. Because it's already ingrained in me. It's not something I even have to think about. I have to think about calling you your first name, but calling you Mr. and Mrs. last name is easy. I can't help it. Just the way it is.
Says, also couldn't use the word hate. Ooh, I understand that.
Yep, can use the word hate. Yep.
But you know what? My maternal grandmother, my mom.
But I used to use it.
She didn't like the word, because of the life that she grew up in. My parents, my mom, wouldn't allow me to say no sir and yes sir to white people, no ma'am and yes ma'am to white people, because my grandmother, who was in her 40s, 50s at the time, would say it to kids, little young white boys, because she owned a cafe. And it's one thing to do it for a customer, but it's another thing to do it because you have to. You got to give reverence to someone. And so she would say no sir, yes sir to a 12-year-old white boy, and they would call her by her first name, which was Cutest. It's an unusual name, but Cutest was my grandmother's name.
I like it though.
Oh yeah, I love it. But anyway, they would say, Cutest, fix me a such and such, and she'd say yes sir, no sir. So that was off limits in my house. So I never said it. I remember one time one of my coaches in high school asked me, he said, "Boy, you say yes sir, no sir to me," and I really didn't know how to respond to that. I didn't want to run. Deborah Collette says, "My kids don't cuss in front of me now."
You ought to hear them when they not around you.
I used to have to write standards.
Oh, when they get off of this show.
That's hard.
Oh man, you have to write. Yeah, that was one of my grandmother punishments, Isaiah. It wasn't writing, but you had to read you had to read like a newspaper article, a big one, and you had to like give her a report on that article. And the thing that made me mad is she was gonna beat you anyway. So it was like I used to just take the beating. I'm like, what I'm reading all this for? You still finna put the pimp hand down on me. Well, yeah, that'll hurt your soul though.
Yeah, I'm a writer. I'm a big writer, Mama. For my older ones, I made them write. Like if they did something wrong, I want to know what you did, why you did it, what would you do the next time. Yeah. Writing is not all. They'd rather take the spanking. Nope.
Hey, that would say that hurt worse than the whoop.
Let's talk about it. Let's discuss and reflect.
Uh-huh.
I tell you what's worse is when you have to write a whole sentence. I will not do that, blah, 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 and write it 100 times. That was horrible. I used to have to do that when I was a kid. Once or twice, 10 times is okay, but when you got to write that long sentence, or if it's a short sentence for 100 times, it was okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then you start trying to get smart and do I. But then you write the words too big. You write the words too big at the end. So by the time you get to the end, it didn't work. Got to start over.
That's crazy. Be tired.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a quick break. We're talking nostalgia here on Rebrand Us. When we come back, I'm gonna ask, what do you wish would go away that we have today, and then something that you wish would come back that we used to do that we no longer do. We're gonna talk about those in about 2 minutes. See y'all. Stay with us and be sure to share the show, y'all.
Do that.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready like I thought I was ready.
Yeah.
Can I have 4 cheeseburgers and 2 large fries?
Okay. And what would you and the kids like?
Just like a bird.
Who's just crying on my cell phone? I would rather.
Come on, girl.
Jump in, Zach.
To see you.
Yeah. She on the corner. Just her on that corner.
I was gonna say Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls was really good to me too.
It wasn't a biography. We just made up.
I thought it was based off.
Nobody, baby.
Dreamgirls kind of like the 5 Heartbeats. They kind of resemble.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that movie based off the Temptations?
All right, Kiki. Little known fact, Under the Cherry Moon soundtrack actually was better than Purple Rain, and that's saying a lot. You need another lover, like you need a hole in your head.
I think of a place where
You can't win.
That was rude in the best way.
Listen, we gotta get Helen on the mic. Yo.
Hey, I got
I don't know
crunk
what
hearing
everybody's
that,
talking about.
hearing that weird soundtrack. I got crunk, baby.
Listen, that was the one. He's on down the road.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all. You
Yeah,
are
like
watching
good.
Rebrand Us. Nostalgia is what we're talking about tonight. Let's go to the comments real quick. It says, "Don't forsake the instruction of your father and rules of your mother, and you will turn out to be a great man or woman." What's she trying to teach? Even when we having a little podcast about nostalgia, who's those other 2 people we never see?
We
think
don't
it's Zach.
know. They just flew in the wind. They just
Yeah, I
flew in
guess
the
so.
wind.
Yeah. Zach is the only one I remember. Rebrand Us talking nostalgia, y'all. Before we went to the break, what do you wish would go away that we're doing today? And what's something that you wish would come back that we used to do that we don't do anymore? I'll give you 2 of them that I thought about. One thing that I wish would come back is the movies. Like, people don't go to the movies anymore. Like, very little. I think it's starting to creep back a little bit, but that was like when we were kids, that was the thing. You know, it was huge. It was an event.
Yeah, so the Netflixes came.
Streaming,
Netflix.
yeah.
Streaming.
So, Helen,
chilling,
in your
you know,
time,
in the
Helen,
chill.
have you ever went to like a Blockbuster and selected a movie to watch? So you
I have. I remember having to rewind tapes. I remember getting tapes that was already at the end.
You be mad.
I know what a VHS is.
Just Jay said she
Yeah.
missed Blockbuster. Hello,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up, Kiki?
Yeah, they said be kind, then rewind.
And rewind.
Yeah.
Michael Anderson. He said, I go to the
Rugrats
movies
was an
every week.
orange VHS tape
Oh,
in
yeah.
a hard plastic case.
You remember Serial Mom? It's Serial Mom. She didn't rewind that tape, and she learned that day.
She learned the good.
Didn't she learn?
She learned the good. That's
Yeah, I gotta watch
Yeah.
Serial Mom. Do
you
yourself a favor.
know, kids in the summertime. I wish that would come back. The kids, they leaving the pool. Some of them walking barefoot. They going to the candy house, and they just hanging out all day.
I wish,
look cruel.
yeah. Along those lines, I wish kids would go back to dressing like kids.
Yeah. You know what I wish we had to come back? I wish we had more time at the dinner table. When I was a kid, my mom would cook. My daddy would come home from work, and we would eat. My daddy would have the big chicken.
Yeah.
Sometimes we take a bite out of it. He'd get upset. Who ate my chicken? But that to me is a missed art, even in my own household. Ace, do y'all do that?
Man, you know what? It faded away. Just the kids that grew up and got their own lives. That used to be mandatory in my house. Dinner, sit down. I got that from Bill Cosby, actually. And that was mandatory. I always said, when I get a family, we're going to be at that table, sitting down, no electronics, no nothing. And then they start getting older and jobs and everything. So I want that to come back too.
Deborah Goodson says Sunday family dinners and sitting outside enjoying neighborhood family feud, Africa. Okay, Africa. And then the Michael Anderson Project says, Anthony, that's a good one. Quality time at the dinner table. Absolutely, Michael.
Yeah.
You know what's cool is like the Cosby Show, and maybe even Good Times. Good Times showed us love in a family, but the Cosby Show showed us how a family could live.
They had meat on the table on the Cosby Show.
They had everybody in the family could actually eat.
Yeah, good times. They was having their family time, but they be shocked. Mom, what's the occasion? You cooking meat?
They was a little more struggling,
For me, when it comes to the kids that I wish that we had back is safety. When you send your kids to school, these schools these days is just I wish the safety of school was there. Like street lights, the street lights go out when you come home, but before that you were considered safe.
Yeah.
I watch my son at the bus stop. I don't trust nobody. Sometimes it changed.
Yeah.
Go away, y'all come back.
You know what's a trip? You said that. Our kids didn't get to experience stuff like this. I remember one day, one of my accounts is actually in my neighborhood, so it's up the street, and I had my daughter in the car. She said, "Dad, can I walk home?" And I was so terrified. I mean, literally, probably we ain't even a mile away. I was like, I was trying to make up these excuses, but I see the look on her face, and she was on the phone with her friend. I said, "Yes, I'm gonna let you have that experience." And I let her kind of get up, and I crept like 5 miles out and watched that girl the whole walk. And that hurt my feelings that I had to watch her walk home in her own neighborhood because stuff is so crazy nowadays.
Yes.
Word has changed for sure.
It has changed. It's funny, when we was a kid, we'd be all around the city. Because I'm from
Everywhere.
We'd be everywhere at any given time. And the word would get back, Helen, your mama is looking for you. And so when you get a cell phone or text message, the word would get back.
Can I share a story about that real quick?
Please do.
So we lived in our apartment complex growing up for about 10 years. So we knew the neighborhood in and out. Breast didn't have my mama, but she was a drinker. So, sometimes our neighborhood knew my mama because when she went us in the house, she would call our government name outside. And they'd be like, Matthew, Helen, Priscilla, your mama looking for you. One day, me and my sister was at the other end of the apartment complex, like other end. My mama came strolling down like Debo on a bicycle, yelling our names, talking about some, Helen, Priscilla, get your home. But before she even got there, people was like, Helen, Priscilla, your mama coming. She calling your name. So now she rode up on a bike, y'all. Looking like Debo.
That's the old school.
Your mama coming. Who? Your mama.
Had to go.
I heard fun. Yeah. Grant says, "Go away, y'all come back." Helen,
y'all, I don't get the joke, y'all. Break it down for me, babe. Break it down.
You might be too young. I don't know. All right, y'all. We got a game that we want to play right here on Rebrand. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. The question here's the thing. It's just random stuff about history. Nostalgia back in the day, but I think it might be too old for Helen. So what we're gonna do before we answer as rebrand is we're gonna tell whether or not we think Helen would know the answer. All right, are y'all ready to play this game? As it says, by the way, the one thing I wanted to go away is y'all. Okay.
That wasn't the whole thing, but I got it. Moving on,
I'm sorry, Isaiah.
All right, y'all, here we go. Okay, what was the name of the popular Saturday morning cartoon? Y'all don't answer yet. Let Helen tell it. We're gonna see if she knows it. What was the name of the popular Saturday morning cartoon featuring a group of adventurous teens and their talking Great Dane dog? The question is she gonna know? Yes or no?
No.
I think she gonna guess it. I think she gonna take the chance.
I think she'll get this one.
Isaiah, be quiet. Come on.
he probably
Nobody tell her.
Can't help already know. Oh, she knows that. He saying she know. I'm saying
okay, come on.
I'm saying now she don't. Helen, do you know this answer?
Is it Scooby Doo? I didn't know he was a Great Dane.
Yeah, I was just going to say he engaged. He engaged.
I was thinking Scooby Doo, but I was thinking a Dalmatian in my head.
That's his cousin.
Right.
LOL.
Thanks,
Nope. All right, let's do it again. Okay, the next one is, all right, is she gonna know who sang the song Imagine? Imagine?
No.
No.
I'm gonna win this time.
Sing it. What is it?
Imagine all the people. Right there.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
Life this way.
Right.
Everybody saying no.
You may say that I'm a dreamer, right?
Yeah.
You may say I'm a dreamer.
I do know this song. I don't know.
But I'm not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
I hope someday you'll join us. That's all I know. Oh, and the world will live as one. And the world will live as one.
Michael Jackson.
LeVar Burton.
No. Everybody says no, and everybody. I give you a hint, Helen. He sang with the Beatles, and it wasn't Paul McCartney or Ringo Starr or George.
That's not gonna help her, honey. That's not gonna help her at all. I think that's funny that you said that.
I eliminated all four of the Beatles.
Wait, hold on, Michael Anderson. You gotta know music, Mike. Now, come on.
It wasn't the Beatles. It wasn't Queen.
No.
Sang with the
John Lennon.
Yes.
My mama loves him.
Oh,
he got the little glasses.
He got assassinated by one of his fans.
Yeah, 1980, I think. Yeah.
In the crowd. Yep.
John Lennon put her out.
Y'all could have gave hints like that. Come on, team. Do better. Help me, okay?
Okay.
Help me.
Will Helen know this one? What's the name? What is James Bond's code name?
She should know that one.
I should have a better poker face. I forget this is about me. It's not 007?
It's 007. Very good. Very good. Hey, give me the black singer question.
I got you. I'll be looking for you too.
All right, hold on. I got my poker face now.
They knew that you.
I realized I'm giving away my answers. Y'all already know before I even answer.
Oh yeah, we just try to see you know. I'm a big James Bond fan, man. Hey, Goodson, who's the best James Bond?
Oh, Sean Connery all day, every day. Period.
Okay.
There's more than one.
Sean Connery.
Is that Sean Connery?
James Bond.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred. Okay, here we go.
That's good.
According to Guinness World Records, what's the best-selling book of all time? Will Helen know that?
She should. I'm betting on you, Helen. You know why? Because you're newly found. So I know you got it.
It's a great hint. That's a great hint.
That's a great hint. You newly found. What is it?
Everybody, oh God.
You once was blind, but now you see. You got it.
I got it, girl.
What is it?
Locked in. And even if it's the wrong answer, it's the right answer.
Hey, come on.
The Holy Bible.
Yeah, that's it.
I knew you get it.
That was very good.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Here we go. Does Helen know this one? I don't know this one actually. Who is Barbie's little sister? Didn't know she had one.
Barbie's little
boyfriend. Who's
Ken, right? And then, I think I do know Barbie's sister.
I remember the little commercial.
I do too.
I don't know her name, though.
What you doing watching Barbie commercials?
It came on TV when I was watching real TV.
Everybody saying no. She don't know it.
I'm gonna
Miss
say
J
no.
said, I thought she was the only child. I did too.
Hey, Tiff, with all that stuff she got, Tiff, I thought she was too. Huh?
No, her
Yeah,
name is dang.
Your sister is my buddy's little sister.
Kendall, they say. Good job, by the way. Kendall. No, it's not Kendall. That's not what research says. So you may know something I don't know. And the answer is Skipper.
Skipper. It is Skipper.
Skipper. Okay.
You remember Skipper?
I do not.
Since
Kiki
when?
there. Kiki
Where?
Ty. Kiki Ty. You remember Skipper? Yeah, you do.
That's not the dog.
Skipper's her sister.
That's Michael
Yeah.
Jackson's
He
dog
was
name on
even the
Moonwalk.
Barbie
Yeah, we're
movie
good to
that
know
they
it.
just made.
K Help says Barbie has 3 sisters. Oh, I didn't know that.
They got the
Kendall,
same mom and
really?
daddy.
trans sister. Skipper is definitely a male name. I brought Sydney one. Oh, okay, my daughter got one.
Barbie
Okay,
sister
y'all.
Michael Jackson.
Wow, no, I was not aware. of
You
Skipper.
said Skipper is Barbie's trans sister? Is that what you said?
That's what they say. That's what Michael Landon said.
Oh,
All right,
I
here
don't
we
know.
go.
I don't know anything about that.
I know she's
Maybe.
not gonna know this. Yashika will know it.
Oh,
Actor Steve Carell plays the memorable character in the popular What memorable character in the popular TV series The Office? What was his name in The Office?
come on, Helen. 2 first names.
I'm
Two
starting
first
on
names.
this.
2 first names, Helen. That's my hint.
I'll give you a hint. One of them is the most famous singer in the world.
I know the first one.
What is it?
I don't know the.
Nobody tell her.
Michael.
Michael. That's good. That's good. K Help says he think you'll get it. Michael Anderson Project says
Michael.
no.
What's his last
He
name?
waiting for the black question again.
No, don't look over there. That's you cheating.
You know,
Oh, we're not there. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate your transparency.
not your sister.
Michael,
And the
Michael
answer
Scott.
is-
Michael
There we
Scott.
go.
Michael
There we
Scott.
go.
Michael Scott. Don't play me. Hold on. You did that too fast. You have to give me a little second now. My brain is.
I was like, damn.
All right, just a couple more questions, y'all. In what TV series did actor Tom Hanks co-star Peter Scolari in the early 1980s?
All right,
gonna
now.
get this. She's not getting this one.
Who is Peter Scolari?
Do you know who Tom Hanks is?
He's Run, Forrest, Run.
So
Yeah.
he was Peter Scolari. And, the crowd has no. They have no.
I never even
Michael
heard of
Anderson-
Oh,
Peter
so that
Scolari.
is Forrest Gump.
Okay.
No, he
No,
played
he said
for his
TV
like
TV
Tom
30
Hanks
years
played
later.
Peter Scolari in a hit TV show in the 80s called, drum roll please.
Bosom buddies.
How many of y'all knew that?
Oh yeah, we used to watch it as kids. We
Who?
knew it. So let me tell you what it was about.
Thank
Not
you.
all of them.
Well,
Thank you very
you might
much.
have been a little bit too.
Who in the audience has watched Bosom Buddies? Y'all ain't never brought it
that's
up.
A great question.
What? That was the show.
That was the show.
Y'all have
It's-
never brought it up. You've
We
never
need
said
to know.
bosom buddies until today. And when I hear bosom, what are
I
you
would
talking
think
about?
of
Yeah,
Bosom
that's
buddies.
why they were. So, was the rent cheaper, Goosen? Is that
Well,
what
they
it
were
was?
trying to move. I think they were in school or something. They tried to go to this rent control place. It just turns out it was only women who could stay there. And so they got accepted to live there. But the problem is they're 2 men. And so they had to move into the place as women. I don't know their names in the movie or the show. Me, Kiki said she watched it. Deborah
Oh, did
said
you?
we have in our family. Yeah, we used to watch. All right, y'all got a couple more questions.
Oh, I thought you said
This-
y'all had some bosom buddies in y'all family. Don't be talking about the kinfolk on here now.
What name is singer actor Stefani? I guess that's Germanata, better known by.
Gwen Stefani.
No.
That would have been my guess.
Everybody says no. Or it might be Stephanie. I don't know. K Ham says he think you'll get this.
What
I'm lost
name
on
is
this, too.
singer
We're
actor
gonna say Stephanie
Stefani?
Germanata.
How you gonna give a question and you don't got the pronunciation, Anthony?
Oh,
This is
they
like a
didn't-
setup for failure. How I'm supposed to know what I don't know, man?
I don't know it either, so we'll just skip through. And the person, of course, is Lady Gaga.
Oh, we
Oh,
would never
yeah.
get that.
Her stage name, I don't know which one sounds worse. Her stage name or her real name.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I know that one.
That's my jam,
All
by
right,
the way.
y'all.
We need to do that
Our
challenge.
girl Tiffy is well cultured. I love it.
She knew it. Lady Gaga. All right, y'all. Let's do a couple more. The next one says, "What guitarist notably performed on the Michael Jackson song Beat It?" Let me give you a little hint. Michael Jackson couldn't get a lot of his music on MTV. This being one of those songs, I think he'd already been on MTV before, but he was trying to get this one on. They said no, and they were trying to make this a rock song. So they found a rock guitarist to come and play to make it
wait.
R&B. Now it's rock, and it was on MTV.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix was dead about 30
Jimi
years
Hendrix was
before this
laid out.
happened.
Yeah, he was dead as a doornail by that time.
And as we're running out of time, I know she's not going
Nostalgia, dead as a doorknob. That's a nostalgic word.
That is. That's a good phrase.
All right, it was Eddie Van Halen. And finally, y'all, we have what actor comedian found fame in the TV show Mork and Mindy?
You got this.
Will Helen get this? Y'all, this is an easy one.
Oh, wait,
It's not.
look at your shit.
No, but the guitar solo was amazing, and he did it for free. K-Hamp didn't charge Michael a dime. I listened to that a few days ago. Eddie? No, it's not Eddie.
It wasn't.
Nope.
I think she was saying Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, Eddie Van Halen. Okay.
Oh,
What
no,
actor?
she might have been saying Eddie Murphy.
Mork and Mindy. Nanu.
Nanu.
I don't even know the show, guys.
They say Billy
sure
Ray
don't.
Cyrus. Absolutely not. The show.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
His daughter
Let me
wasn't
give-
even born when that show was on.
Let me give you a hint. Have you ever seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
Robin
Yes.
Williams. Oh,
Robin Williams is the answer.
Well, that's
I
good.
like Robin Williams.
good.
He
I
was
love
in
Robin
Flubber
Williams.
too, right?
I loved Robin
It's a
Williams.
flubber.
Yeah.
I need to
Absolutely.
watch
on Mork
Flubber.
and Mindy as the alien.
Flubber's a nostalgic movie.
Yes,
For you,
indeed.
yeah, for you.
All right, y'all, we're gonna take a
Yeah.
quick break. When we come back, we will.
What you mean?
I don't think I've ever seen Flubber.
Yes, that's right for the kids. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, y'all, we're gonna talk a little bit more about nostalgia. See y'all in a minute. Also, hey, before we come back, we're doing 5
The
things.
shade.
Do you remember these 5 things and big dates of the last 40 years? Some of them are gonna be pretty cool. We'll see y'all. in
40, I
about a
don't
minute.
know about that.
Give me a break, I sure deserve it. It's time I made it to the top.
There's no place
That was
like
a
home.
TV show?
With your family around you, you're never alone. When you know that you're loved, you don't need to roam. 'Cause there's no place like home.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then a song comes too.
What they got?
Nothing but the genes, but they
What they
got
got?
different strokes it takes. Different strokes it takes. Different strokes to move the world.
Thank you for
Gary.
being a friend.
That's my jam, y'all. My jam.
Down the road, back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Uh-oh, break it down.
Oh,
This is a good
Oh.
song.
in the world today takes everything you
everything you
got.
got.
Taking a break from all your
All
worries
your money.
sure would
Oh,
help
what
a
else a
lot.
lot?
Wouldn't you like to get away?
Now. I don't know that one. I was too young for that one.
Oh, he didn't put the airplane. The educated black man. That wasn't on that note.
We're gonna have some silver stories on here.
You take the
I've heard of
take
it.
the bad, you take them all, from there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you're growing. Now you know about the facts of life. The facts of life.
knock on our door.
Come knock on our door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers and yours and his. Three's company too.
Yep.
That kidnap man.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
Bill Cosby was in the other show.
Play with somebody else.
Yeah, nostalgia for sure.
Oh, that was so good.
That's
10
the
out
good
of
old
10.
days.
Anthony,
Those
10
were
out
the
of
good
10.
old days.
Oh yeah.
Bravo, bravo.
that was so good.
Well, y'all, we're talking nostalgia right here. Now, before we left on the break, I said 5 things that I'm asking you 5 things that you remember. So I'm going to name these 5 things. Now, Helen, some of them you may remember because I went back 40 years and started coming back this direction. But some of them you may actually not remember. Sheikah, on the other hand, will remember them all. Okay, here we go. She threw too many jokes for me. All right, do y'all remember Baby Jessica?
Yes, got on our nerves. Good TV couldn't even come on.
Who that girl?
Baby Jessica back in the 80s was a girl. She was roughly she was younger than us. Probably.
She was like 3. No, she was like a 3 or 4 year old, wasn't she?
Well, I mean, she's in her 40s now, I'm sure. And so she was about 3 or 4 years old at the time. This is around 1985, 86, 87. And she fell in this well, right? And that's all we watched. She was in the well for like a day and a half or something. I don't know. But that's all we could see
I remember
about
now,
Baby
but I didn't know her by name. But I remember that.
Baby Jessica.
Baby Jessica stuck in the well. And she
What
started
year
to
was
find
that?
each other.
That was
You know, I didn't
before.
find the year. We have to go back and look.
That might have been 84, 85.
Oh, I'm tomorrow. Somebody know that. I don't know that. A baby got stuck in the well after me.
So, yeah,
No.
Baby Jessica. We'll find it here in just a little bit. All right. I'm going to ask y'all a question. Where were you when 9/11 happened? Do you remember where you were?
Yes.
I do.
I was in Commerce, Texas, at Texas A&M University Commerce, and I'll never forget my girlfriend, my now wife. She called me in a panic because she worked for the government. They were making them go to the basement, and she was, of course, the world didn't know what was going on, and we had our daughter at the time at daycare, and she was frantically trying to contact the daycare. And all I remember is everybody saying, "Hey, you need to get your guns, get some bullets. We don't know what's happening." And yeah, that was scary because you didn't know what was going on.
For me, my friend had just had a baby, and so I was driving past in Kalamazoo down Portage past Radisson Hotel when I heard it on the radio.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, y'all, October 14th, 1987, Baby Jessica. I was working for the Tom Joyner Morning Show. I never forget. It was me, Tom Joyner, Steve Harvey, Kevin Woodson, and one other celebrity. I can't remember who it was. Doug Banks. We were all sitting in the room, and I kept reporting to them because I was, young. I'd been there for about a month. So I got the phone calls. It was coming in. And I kept telling Tom Joyner, but he didn't believe it. He was like, "Oh, you're going to get those calls a lot." And so I walked in there. Finally, they had CNN on the TV, and we saw the second plane hit. Most devastating thing in the world. Let's go to the comments. Robin Williams, Deborah College says, "The best 227 was my show. Those were the days." Yes, I guess she's talking about she remembered where she was. Oh yeah, I remember. That's Michael Anderson. He also said, "I remember the TV going off." Ooh.
Oh, that's back in the day.
Tony Goodson said he was in the courthouse. Tiff J said Mr. Joshua's English class, 10th grade. Oh, she's a youngster. Deborah Goodson said Baby Jessica was in 58 Hours. She was 18 months, October 14, 1987. Kay Hemp says, "I was in Meridian, Mississippi, visiting a naval base. I turned on the TV and thought it was a movie. I missed school during that time, and people thought I was on one of those planes." And Michael Anderson,
I would have milked that.
"Looking outside my apartment window in Irving, Texas, across from the airport, with my now 25-year-old son, wondering why there were no planes flying as they always did." Wow, that's
that's something some of you may not know, but my dad, he died at 9/11.
And y'all finna have people thinking we just so cold-blooded on this show.
I didn't know if anybody knew that.
Oh man, you keep bringing up your dad. but they couldn't bring him up in all that rubble. All right, next is
Oh Lord, that's it. This is like thank y'all for the final episode of Brandon. We love all y'all. Thanks for the support y'all
Bada
been giving us
boom,
over the
poop.
years.
all right, y'all. Here,
Thank you.
do you remember where
Hearts.
you were when the Columbine
What?
shooting happened?
I don't. I remember it, but I don't remember where I was like when it happened.
What about the audience? Do you remember? That was the most because we saw it on TV too. We saw footage.
Yeah.
To me, that was one of the most devastating things I've seen in normal real life. The Columbine shooting. All right, here's another one. All right, in I believe it was 1990. Let me go and find it. There was the individual who had been put in prison because of the apartheid, right? His name was Nelson Mandela. He had been in prison for 27 years. All right, let me read this to you. Sentenced to life in prison for trying to overthrow the government in 1963, Nelson Mandela was released after 27 years on February the 11th, 1990. Mandela walked out of Victor Verster prison in Cape Town, a free man. President F.W. de Klerk feared the start of a racial civil war. Blacks celebrated nationwide, more than nationwide. We celebrated here. In his speech in front of tens of thousands of supporters outside the city hall, Mandela said, "I greet you I greet you all in the name of peace, democracy, and freedom for all." Mandela's release was a key event in ending apartheid and racial oppression in South Africa and led to the 1994 multiracial general election where Mandela, perhaps the most famous political prisoner, won and became South Africa's first president. That to me, I remember that, y'all, like it was yesterday. I remember seeing it happen.
I remember thinking it was kind of wild because we had always heard about him and learned about him, but you know when you learn about people in history, you tend to think they're not here anymore. And then all of a sudden, this man you've been learning about, all of a sudden he's free, and now you start seeing him on the news and he's talking. You're like, hey, okay, that's him.
Yeah, that was so cool because I remember back during that time, my grandmother, she had the intuition because being older, she knew about Vietnam and all the paper clippings and stuff. So what my grandmother used to do back in that time, we had the Gulf War in the 80s, 90s, and my grandmother would bring newspapers to my house. We had stacks and stacks of newspapers, and she would tell me, boy, clip these newspapers, go and find everything about the Gulf War, clip them and put them in a binder and keep them in a box. Don't touch them, just put them away because one day it might be worth some money. And we were holding on to the might be like Vietnam, and I still got them in the box right now to this day. And Mandela was in there too as part of it. All right, y'all. One last thing. Do y'all remember the beating of Rodney King?
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is all before my time, man.
Yeah.
Let me show you a little footage.
His infamous arrest and beating forever changed the city.
I was screaming to my death. I was screaming to the death. I could hear my bones being, every time they swung the baton, I could hear it crackling.
Man.
Yeah. You know what's so scary about that? That was the first time we saw it. We always knew it went on. Some of us experienced it, but that was the first time that everybody, like, it wasn't no denying. It wasn't like, oh, he's lying. It was like, here it is, y'all. This is what we've been talking about. It's in front of your face.
We've seen it so many times since then, but that was like the first time you got to really see it. Everybody nowadays, this is what you see. As soon as something starts going on,
Right.
But before, it wasn't like that. So for him to have that video that proved that it did really happen, because whoever did the video, do we ever know who recorded that?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
He actually was in the video that I just showed you. I just cut his part out. It was interesting.
Okay.
He said he had his camera. He was messing with it, and he saw the police out doing something. He said he didn't record it because they were beating him. He just saw the police out doing, so he knew what they were doing. So he decided to record it. He said they could have been doing anything. He was just testing out his new camera, and so he recorded the whole thing and realized, oh my God,
you got
what
something.
do I have?
And guess what? And that's where we saw how ugly we are as a country, because they said, oh yeah, well, you saw this. Okay, well, we still got to let them go.
Isaiah Grant, I love the comment. I mean, it's a two-part comment, but it's like same thing. We're in the George Floyd era now. We were in the George Floyd era then. And I remember on an episode of Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son made this happen, if I'm not mistaken, Rodney King after the police with NWA. So just a rough time. All right, y'all. Big dates of the last 40
Ain't
years.
even
I'm gonna just
looking.
throw some out there. August 31st. I'm gonna say the date, and I want to see if y'all know what happened on that date. Audience, I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds, and then we'll move on. This is a big nostalgic date.
Yeah.
August 31st, 1997.
August 31st, 1997.
Somebody was born.
OJ and
Somebody
Nicole.
died.
OJ and Nicole renewed their vows.
That might be the death one. August 31st, 1997. I'm giving the audience a chance. I'll never forget this day and this funeral because it had to be the biggest funeral on TV until Michael Jackson, I would imagine.
Oh, I was
And
about to
this is-
say Michael Jackson.
Well, this
James
was the
Bond.
day that Princess Diana died.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. Everybody's gonna know this one. September 13th, the year
Tupac.
before, 1996. Yeah,
That's
pretty-
Tupac. Yeah.
I'll never forget that. We was in. Yeah, that was rough for everybody.
Okay.
As being that age and that infant, we was so young. You know, he was like a hero and stuff. You know, and for him, he was like, yeah.
Corral knew. Oh, okay. Here we go, y'all. Here's another one. Let me find the right footage so I can pull it up. Okay. All right. Here's a good one. January 28th, 1986.
Marvin Gaye.
It's a good guess, but no.
I was a little bambi. Y'all was, we're not all the same age. We're just not. It just isn't.
Oh, wait,
you know?
hold on. January.
Not my business.
86.
These are 1977ers.
The space shuttle.
95.
This was the crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger. The crew on its way to the launch pad. And this was the Space Shuttle Challenger on its way to a disaster.
Velocity 2,900 feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles, downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Nancy and I are pained to the core by the tragedy of the Shuttle Challenger.
Wow.
Gotta be half off.
We watched that.
Dang.
We watched it in
school.
class. Everybody,
Wow.
all the classrooms in America, it was this big thing because it was a teacher on there.
Wow.
And so they had the TVs on. We was watching this teacher go into space, and so I remember my teacher had like little flags and stuff, and little yay! And thing took off, and all of a sudden it blew up in front of everybody. We were like, was that supposed to happen?
And for those of you who don't know, Helen, they talked about this for weeks and weeks that the teacher was going.
I don't know.
Helen,
you know.
So they were talking about this, Helen.
I've heard about it.
It was in 90. When was that? In 86?
87.
I was still little. Y'all miss me with it.
We were all little.
Half off or not?
I think they got 100% free that day. All right.
Oh man, that's terrible. It's terrible that kids have to watch that.
Wow.
Kristen McCulloch is back there, and I guess the back third person or whatever, female. She was a school teacher, and that's the talk of the town. That's all they talked about. It was how she was going to be on here. So for us kids, we thought it was so cool. And of course, everybody back in those days, Helen, we used to roll a big old fat back TV into the classroom, and we would all watch it.
I had projectors.
You can hear them wheels squeaking down the hall coming.
No,
they come with the TV.
All right, y'all. I got two more, I believe.
Wow.
November 4th. We should all know this one. November 4th, 2008.
November 4th? That's Charlie's birthday.
Oh, really?
My baby.
2008.
Obama was elected.
That is the answer. Correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my fourth guess.
All right, and finally, y'all know March 15, 2020. We all should know this one. March 15th.
Oh, COVID hit.
That's the day of COVID. Probably
I had a lunch plan with a doctor's office, and I remember my manager saying, "Hey, we might have to cancel your lunch. They're talking about like shutting the city down." I was like, "What? They can't shut no city down." I said, "We're gonna, go have a lunch," and they shut the city down. They shut the world down.
I remember texting about it, and then being on a 1-day lockdown. Then it was a 3-day lockdown. Then it was like a few months.
COVID was interesting to me because it took so long. It wasn't like COVID happened one day. COVID happened for like a year and a half, 2 years. And people that we saw around us suddenly wasn't around us anymore. Like I think over 1 million people in the United States alone died. So we all probably were affected by 4 or 5 people or more.
Goodson, you may have. I'm not sure like what the council you were going to, but for Yashika, I'm not sure where you were working at the time, but
I was over at New Haven.
Okay, I remember Baylor Waxahachie was one of my accounts, and I remember seeing one of the trailers when they were putting bodies in and stuff, and I just remember like just staring, like not even knowing how to react.
Yo, he always in the right place at the right time, isn't he?
I'm a marketer doing COVID. What you think I was
story
doing?
for listening. He's got a story for everything.
I remember. I'm a
Just
marketer.
always, man. If I, ask him anything. Anybody in the audience, just throw out something random. I bet you he knows. He knows he was there.
I remember
Like Linda said, that was tragic. Alexander Grant, I don't know, but I'm assuming that was your birthday, August 15th, 1994. I'm gonna put my money on that. Hey, look, y'all, we had a really good show. We want y'all to stand by. We're gonna play another quick little video, and then we're going to that moment. See y'all in about a minute and a half.
My mama told me about a master that almost starved his slaves to death. One time, he had 7 hogs, fat and ready for hog killing time. But the day before them hogs were supposed to be killed, something awful happened to every last one of them. A field hand found them and come running to tell the master, the hogs is dead, master, the hogs is dead, and we ain't got no more meat on the plantation. When the master got to where the hogs was laying, a whole lot of slaves was standing around looking sad and hungry-eyed at that wasted meat. The master said, "What's wrong with them?" They said, "Mallitis." And they acted like they didn't want to touch them hogs. The old master said, "Well, scald them and cut them up anyway, because that's all the meat we're going to have for the winter." Now, old master wasn't about to eat them hogs himself. They had mallitis, and he was scared. So he gave them to the slaves to eat. But the slaves didn't mind. Well, they know what mallitis was. Early that morning, one of the biggest of them had skidded up to the hog pen and knocked each one of them hogs dead in the center of his head with a great big old mallet. And that's how them hogs caught mallitis. And that's how all the slaves had their belly full of pork that winter, and old master didn't have none.
Hey, yo, who we got on the show next week?
I appreciate you for asking that. My light. That's a nice nomenclature.
Aww.
Let's go to the comments. Tim J says, "What was the snippet from?" I don't know. I'll find it. I have it somewhere in my
I know it's old because if he was looking young, that was old.
Yeah, that was very good. That was good. Yeah, mallitis. They tricked old master, didn't they? I like that.
Ate good all winter long.
Belly for the Pope.
The Yashika's on you.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. Heard myself in the background.
Echo. Hello.
Hey, yo, Ace.
Hey, what's up, Yashika?
Who we got on the show next week?
I'm glad you asked. I was going to talk about my favorite population of people, but we're going to push them off. Seeing that school is just starting back, we're actually going to be talking to graduating students who received the Forrest Gump Scholarship Award. And we'll be talking about how they mama showed them what's cool about their school.
Okay.
Must be a bunch of W's.
Yeah.
You got to be a movie fan to get there. Some of y'all, it might have been over y'all head.
A little nostalgia.
A little nostalgia.
Hey, can't help Can't help says a 9.
That's good. That was good.
That's a 9. That's good.
That was good. That was good.
Michael Anderson said he like Michael Jackson. He like, oh, he was waiting on you. He said, what?
I have to explain. I'll explain it later. Mr.
That's a good one, Tony. Trust me, that's a good one.
Just know they're gonna be getting laughed at. Wait a minute, you got the Forrest Gump Award? What's your mama name?
Mama always said.
Met with the teacher today. All right, y'all. We had a really good show, Nostalgia, with Rebranders Podcast. Next week, we do have a pretty good show. Hey, listen, we want to promote this next show next week a lot.
Yeah.
She, what's the name of it?
Simple support is what just being supportive. And is it really simple? And if it's so simple, how come you don't support?
Just don't do it.
So it's just going to be just talking about simple support, just trying to see what we can do to support each other.
Since we got about a minute or two, let's jump into it. What's funny is, does it really take a lot of effort to support people?
Not at all.
Think about that.
Yeah, and what is your support? What is your support influenced by? Because we can say it's not, but if it is, because we have somebody that's in the White House that only the support is huge, and it's because of what, So what is it's because it's influence, So what is our support? How does support influence you?
Jay, I want you on that show. I'm gonna contact you this week, tomorrow. We're gonna try to get you on that show.
Please.
Michael Anderson Project says Anthony, that's the sound Forrest made when the principal came out of his mama's bedroom. That's That's good. That's good. I like it.
He looked at your mother, sure love your school. And he looked at her.
That's good. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Michael Anderson, we appreciate that comment. Tiff J, we want you on the show next week. We will talk to y'all, and thank y'all so much for joining us. See y'all next.
Sometimes you gotta go look at yourself and go, I'm ready to relinquish this.
I'm one of them people, hey, you gotta give a man a day in court.
The underlining of all of it is authenticity, right?
She's making them money, so they gonna put the camera on her because she is paid.
I think the prize is the other person. We have not integrated in the United States. Start buying some of the things that we have to offer. Then we will see a difference in how we act as Black people.